Okay, so I bet you never thought you were going to see us two again. But due to my two bestest friends in the whole wide world in On Passive, that will be Chris, hey, Johnson, and Marty Global DeGamo. They said, Red, Jane, come on, ours, have some fun, and you take it from there. So here we are, Monday Funday with Red and Jane, guests, plus, and I can't thank you guys enough for making way for us. Just to let you know, guys, from our point of view of OConnect, OConnect was working fine. Internet here in Greece wasn't, and because I was the host, everything was getting channeled through OConnect on the host side of things on mine, and my mobile phone internet connection went, mate, we're not having any of that, I'm afraid. So Marty very kindly has given us the space for us. So he's adopted us today.
Chris and Marty have adopted us today.
So let's just recap the weekend for you guys out there before we get into a bit of fun, which is what it's all about. Obviously, we had the meeting with Ashby Farah. Everything was switched back on. And over the last 24 hours, many of you out there have managed to fund your OConnect accounts and activate your founders positions by doing so. Congratulations if you are one of those people that have done it. I know that there has been many of you who have been struggling to do it, but globally payments are going through. I know that many of you still are having problems. It's more of a banking issue rather than a personal issue, but I will bring one thing that might help you to the table, and I tested this today. There is a charge card. It's a in fact, it is a Revolut, which is a Visa MasterCard, and it is a charge card. What is a charge card? It is a pre-loaded Visa card. So you apply for one online, and then you load it with your funds, and you can use it. I purchased one of my accounts with it as a trial today, and it went through absolutely sweet as a nut.
Straight away, that's really quick.
It is not international, but it certainly covers major countries. So that is UK, the whole of Europe, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and America. So if you are in one of these countries and you are having problems to activate your accounts, it might be worth going online, looking for Revolut. Okay, spell it, Jane.
Revolut.
Revolut. Okay, and they will function and work in any of those countries that I have mentioned. Okay, that might help you guys. I know it worked for us, and it is certainly a really easy way of doing it. You apply for it, it gets sent to your home. And you literally deposit funds to it, either from your bank, which you get attached to it, or you can transfer money another way off another card onto it. So have a look at that, guys. Like I'm saying, it worked for me really easily. Myself, I was talking to Marty and Chris about it earlier. And they said, have you got one, Red? And I said, yeah, I have. Give it a go. So I gave it a go, and it went through. So that might help some of you out there.
It was very quick.
Very quick. Also, what else has been going on? We forgot to mention over the weekend about an upcoming function that is happening in Dubai. It is one of the largest new tech exhibitions that's coming on. And our CMO, which is Mohammed Nassal, he is going to be there with On Passive, and it is one of the largest up-and-coming new technology expos that is happening over in Dubai. It is worldwide known, and On Passive not only are going to have a stall there, I also believe that they are going to be part of the sponsorship for this event. This is a big deal, guys, because as far as new tech is concerned, anybody and everybody who is in that field will be exhibiting at this event, and On Passive is going to be there front and center. Another major milestone as far as On Passive Technologies is concerned, showing the whole world what we have to offer. That's going to be, I think, coming up towards about the 20th-ish or 21st of October. That's coming up. So not very long at all. I think 4 weeks time-ish that will be happening. We also know from our CEO, Ash Mufareh, that we have 2 major events happening. This is going to be headed up by O-Media. That is the 21st and 25th of September. We don't know if this is going to be in connection with O-Connect, or is it going to be straight with our O-Media team? I'm of the understanding that it is going to be only O-Media, but this is going to certainly get international media attention. So this is a huge, big deal, guys. So lots and lots happening. This is what's happened over the weekend. And as always, we have plenty of news to bring to you. Feels a bit like 360, this, doesn't it? Except we got Jane.
360 and a bit.
And what, you're more than a bit, Jane, isn't she, Chris?
Yes. Can I stop for 1 second and say something very important?
Yes.
Number one, I love you all on this panel. This is important, Marty. Kevin Rutledge last night was having problems breathing. Now he's having problems swallowing. He is on his way to ER. Can you please put Kevin Rutledge, Pam Turner in your prayers? He just texted me, and I want to get that out there to everybody. Red and Jane, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'll just say a few things. Thank you, Chris. Oh, bless you, Kevin. Big Man Mountain Kevin. We love you guys. We love you and Pam. Take it easy, guys. Just while we're on that subject, I want to say happy birthday to the lovely Pat Parent. She's one special lady, isn't she? And that's it's really nice that it's her birthday today. And we were going to say that on our show, but there you are. I'm trying to migrate everything over that I was going to say. And John Varilla, thank you. Yes, that's how you spell revolut. He put it in here in capitals, and I appreciate that. So that's obviously, I think it's quite common now, Revolut, isn't it?
Yeah, but just so you know as well, Revolut, guys, started off just as a card. We've been using it, just for your information. It's up to you whether you go down this route or not. We took it out 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago, because our daughter was traveling Far East Asia and all over the world. She had a sabbatical, I think is the right word for it. And if anybody else holds a Revolut card, you can add them as a friend onto it, and you can instantly transfer funds from one card to another. And in the day, 7 years ago, there wasn't many options.
That was quite rare.
It was quite rare. It's now become a bank. So it started off just as a card. It's now a proper bank that has businesses and all the rest of it. So it's come a long way from those 7 years. We've never, ever, ever had a problem with it. It's such
you
a
can
cool.
Also exchange your money instantly. Are we on commission with Revolut?
I don't know. We should be. But another fantastic usage of the card is that whatever country you are in, you can select the currency of that country, and you can buy anything in that country's currency at the bank rate exchange rate, rather than having high exchange rates. So it's really, really cool.
It's a useful card all round.
Useful card all round. And like I said, I activated one of my accounts with it, and it went through instantly without a problem at all, like in seconds. Yeah. It was so easy, guys. So have a look at it. If it suits you, fantastic. If it doesn't, then there's other methods, that's for sure. Jane.
Of course, me and Red are in sunny Greece. Oh, and it's sunny, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Bought a new hat.
It's baking. So it's really nice. This is a late anniversary present to himself from me, which we didn't take last year because certain events took hold and we had to defer it. No big deal. Here we are and whatever. According to Peter Rogers, we travel to more countries than Father Christmas.
Without the presents, though, unfortunately. But that's going to change. That's going to change because we're in on passive.
Yeah.
So we will certainly have, we will be the Father Christmases of the traveling world very shortly and be able to go around helping an awful lot of people. Isn't that what it's all about, guys? It is.
Yeah.
My two brothers at the top there are looking very solemn and not entering into Funday. What is the matter, guys?
They're letting us do our thing.
Yeah.
No, I was working on something. I'm trying to get something. No, I mean, as far as Funday, you know, if Ash says do it or die, same thing has to happen with Funday, right?
Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you. Yeah, we try wherever we are, and just sometimes you just come up against something, don't you?
It's aggravating too because you're trying and trying and trying.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say one thing, that we do travel a lot. Why? Because that's our passion. You know, we have always traveled. We love traveling. We love experiencing new things, and it's certainly something that I've learned from my parents, is that material things are just that. They are material things, but memories, that is what you need to be looking at
all your life. That's right. That's right.
And you know, I mean, Jane's mum, bless her soul, she's in a care home, as you all know. She's got very severe Alzheimer's, and you know, but she still remembers things. And this is what I'm trying to say here, is that making memories stay with you all your life till the very, very end. And if you are a person that unfortunately has got dementia, those memories are always still there.
Well,
aren't they
are. It's a bit selective.
Well, yeah, but you still got them.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say, is that yes, you can have a nice house. Yes, you can have a nice car. Yes, you can have nice clothes and all the rest of it. But that's not my goal. I like nothing better than hanging around in a polo shirt, t-shirt, pair of shorts, and either flip-flops or sliders or whatever you want to call them.
Can I just interrupt?
You can interrupt all you like, Jane.
Thank you. I'm going to just say as well, we are staying in a really lovely family-run, I'm going to say 2-star place, but it's clean. The pool's lovely. The breakfast is great. They're very friendly. There's nothing they can't do for you. And will we ever change that for luxury hotels? I don't like big hotels. I always try and find something that's only like 14 bedrooms, because I'm not very au fait with big stuff like that. So we like the personal touch, don't we? So would we ever change that with On Passive?
Red and Jane?
Yes.
Father, you see me on the phone here. Father Christmas just called. He'd like to take December 25th off this year. He's wondering if you guys are traveling. Can you come on over to the North Pole?
It's not a problem. If you can give me a crash course on the reindeer steering thing, I'm it, mate.
And I'd like a big puffer jacket, because I don't like the cold very much.
Exactly, but maybe if it's gone technical like the Disney Father Christmas did as well, then we might be all right with the spaceship. By the way, I'm saying that is because I'm a big animation fan. I love animation, and so all the way back to the old Disney classics to where we are now with Avatar and all the rest of it. The only ones I don't like are the Japanesey, whatever ones you call those. There's a special name for them, isn't there?
Word for them,
I can't do that. But like one of my all-time favourite Pixar ones was Up.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
Good film.
Really good, man.
Yeah.
The story to it was
That's
just
almost a little bit like you, that Marty.
Yeah. He's not like that.
He did in his younger days on Up, the guy. With
in his younger days.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you do. We all.
I'm super happy that you said the younger guy, okay? Because
I was a bit careful there. Show.
But by the way, I love that show.
Yeah,
that was
the best film ever.
I can remember.
Such a lovely backstory to it.
I bought it. I bought it just before Christmas when it was on disc, wasn't it, on VHF, and I got it to watch on Christmas Day. OMG. We put it on Christmas. We had the meal Christmas Day, around the TV. Went to, I love Up. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was very good.
Everyone was blubbing at the beginning, like,
Oh, I know it was It was horrible, man.
I was within about 5 minutes, and I was like, "Well, this wasn't a very good idea."
I looked at everybody else. I started sneezing so I could give them a reason why my eyes were watering.
So my favourite part of that film is when she takes her hat off and her hair goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
She's got
favourite
this
part of that
massive
is
hair.
Doug the dog.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
Doug.
Squirrel.
Oh. Janet says, "Hope my back's better." It's not 100%. I've got a big pillow behind me, and I'll tell you what: if ever you want to age 10 years, get yourself a bad back. Because God, doesn't it hurt? Honestly, I'm not joking. It can absolutely make you feel like it's like debilitating. It's ridiculous. So it's a good word.
It's a good word for a Monday,
right,
debilitating.
not bad
By
for
the
me.
way, everyone, have you noticed how much weight has Marty DeGarmo lost? Look at his face, his little chubby face there. It's all thin. Dimples he's got now.
Isn't he cute, right?
Who knew that Marty DeGarmo has got dimples?
Four
Four
dimples? He's counting them.
2 dimples.
Just be careful, because my very good friend always says to me, "Jane, don't lose too much weight, because at our age we need a little bit of fat to plump out those wrinkles."
That's right.
That's what she says
That's
to me.
right.
Don't lose too much.
Marty doesn't say I've lost weight. He says I gained another dimple. That's what he said.
You look, my man. You look brilliant. Honestly, you look fantastic.
Yeah, my shirts are getting huge, man. I gotta I gotta go. I'm gonna lose 100 pounds by February 29th. It's leap year next year.
Oh, okay. So that's your target, another £100.
Yeah. And you won't see me in this chair.
Maybe you can afford
good
a few
man,
nice
good man.
t-shirts now. Yeah,
I'll take that chair. It looks comfortable.
you wouldn't fit in it, Chris.
This chair's going in the freaking trash.
Yeah, man.
Yay.
You've used and abused the chair.
We could have a trash the chair day.
Oh, mate, we could celebrate. You know, like they do in some countries. You know, and then they're burning effigies of something. We could have the burning of the chair.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is that when we get another house, we'll have a campfire and the chair will be what we're burning for it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's good.
Hey, invite me, because I'll be cheap fire lighter.
Exactly, your ex-fireman.
Ex-fireman. I'm usually putting stuff out. Mind you, though, statistically, especially in the UK, a lot of fires were started by ex-firemen because they were pretty obsessed with fires.
What?
I know. It's strange, isn't it?
That is not right in the end.
I know. A lot of common fires, which is where they set fire to the
so that
the
they
land.
could then go and
Put them out.
Really?
I know. Bit weird, isn't it?
I'll say.
I know.
It is.
Well, it is Monday Funday, so I thought I'd bring a bit of fun to it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm laughing.
Yeah, there you go then.
Yeah, I started early on your last Funday, said something and forgot you were live. That's all right.
Greece, by the way, is really, really nice. What a beautiful country with beautiful people. It's lovely.
We're not in mainland Greece. We're actually in Corfu, which is.
I think it's one of the largest of the Greek islands.
Yeah, but don't they have like the best food in the planet?
Yeah. Oh man, we've had some really nice stuff.
You could almost argue you could get sick of salad, but not here. It's just yesterday, day before, I had a melon and mint salad.
Yeah, watermelon and mint salad with cucumber in it, and tomato, red onion.
Who would put that together?
Oh man, it was like
it was
really
with,
fresh in your bit of pesto
and strawberry vinaigrette. Who would put that together? And it was absolutely delicious.
And Greek salad over here. You know, when you get a Greek salad in normal places, you got little chunks, haven't you, of feta cheese and all that.
Oh no!
They stick a slab of feta cheese like that, right on the top of it, mate.
Honestly,
I'll tell you.
The portions are huge.
We went from Father Christmas to burning things down, now to filling us up. Come on, what's next?
Hey, listen, it's Monday Funday. The beauty about Monday Funday is
We just
we're
cover
not,
all
we're,
topics.
well, we're not really talking about on passive per se, are we? But what we're doing is we're showing our personalities a little bit. We're bearing all to the world.
Okay, here it goes.
Hey, you do realize that you're in the land, like where Plato and Socrates and Aristotle and I think the first Olympics were there.
Yeah, I know, right?
We are going tomorrow. We're taking a ferry and we're going to a little island called Paxos, and it's a little breakaway place from Corfu.
7 miles by 3 miles.
And the story behind it is that the god of love. Who is that? Apart from yourself, darling.
Socrates. Only in my dreams.
I don't know. I bet if Jean Lever's in here, she'll tell me.
Was it
brainy.
Socrates? No?
I don't know. He wanted somewhere to take his lover, so he, with his trident, cut Paxos from Corfu and separated them so that he had an island just to take his lover. And that's where we're going tomorrow.
That's where I'm taking this person tomorrow.
Actually, can I just stop you there? I'm taking you. It was my holiday.
Yes. And apparently there's
democracy was started there, I believe.
Yeah.
Or the first
it was absolutely
Yeah.
There's a place over in Paxos that's famous for its sunsets. It's quite high up, and everyone goes there, and there's music, and every day.
So we're going over there because it's one of these typical Greek islands. I'm a bit of a fan of. Let's go back to films again. I'm a little bit of a fan of Shirley Valentine. Have you ever seen that film?
Bring Susie in. Bring Susie in, Marty. No, I haven't, Jane, but I've seen the place you're talking about.
There she is.
Blue water, the mountains.
It's such a good film. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
Mrs. Hula Hoop Cray, how are you?
Hula hoop coming out.
Careful how you say that.
Yeah, is this going to be on the Susie show?
Yeah, that's coming too. Coming soon. I was listening in the car, catching up. So, yeah, I wanted to say the thing about the firemen setting fires. That's a phenomenon, and it's awful. So,
I know.
Yeah, it's almost like there's different reasons why, and sometimes it's just to create activity and the excitement of a fire, and it's sick though. It's sick.
They made the movie.
It's funny. I don't know about the rest of the world, but certainly in the UK, when there is arson suspected, they always look at fire personnel within the area almost first.
Yeah. I've seen where guys would start it and then watch it and actually be part of the fire department to come put it out.
Yeah.
But isn't there let's go back to films again. There's a famous film, an American film that guy.
Backdraft.
Yes. And it happens. Turns out it's his brother, isn't it?
That's
and
right.
He's actually a firefighter.
Oh, you're showing your age about Backdraft.
I know.
That's
such a good film.
Good film, mine.
Early 80s, maybe.
Yeah, I've had a few experiences with backdraft in my life as well.
Diane Lennon's just said it.
What about you, Chris?
About me, what?
Having experiences of backdraft.
It depends how many hard-boiled eggs I eat.
I want that whoopee cushion resound.
Yeah.
We got to create some.
Yeah, but you'll be able to recreate your own anyway. So that's gonna. Oh man, we're gonna have such fun with that one.
YouTube video of the school teacher with like 4 of her students, and she brings one of those pooper machines, fart machines, and she's talking to all of a sudden she like lets one rip, and the kids are like, "What was that?" And they busted out laughing so hard, and the teacher, it's pretty funny. It's very funny. I'll send it to y'all.
I'm sure you will.
I wish we could have got on a Connect really, because I just, the bottom line of, not line, what's the word? The bottom with all the icons on.
Oh,
It lights up like Christmas. There's so many different things you can.
The functionality of O Connect with all the wow features at the bottom.
They made it fun for young people. They made it fun for just a family or a family get
on
together.
there.
All the way to Fortune 500 company. They covered everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
So many things on there. It was a bit of we haven't got any we haven't enough bandwidth, obviously. But
I know I've got to hire an executive producer for the Susie show just to keep running all of
I
this
know,
stuff.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
You
So I
almost
don't
need
get
you almost need a partner. No kidding.
So I don't get distracted.
Mm.
What do they call them? Executive producer, I would say.
Yeah.
Hey, Jane, I want to make a comment about your back, and this may not be true or not,
Mhm.
but it happened to me when I was
Listening.
at a wedding. I was at a wedding in shoes I never wear, dancing too much, and boom,
Back when.
back problem. The shoes for me, just for me, maybe not for other people, but if I wear different shoes or higher shoes or different flip-flops or sandals and do any kind of walking or dancing with the wrong shoes.
Just because you're on a different sort of like a different level.
Oh, and it can be your.
Well, when I was luckily for us at the I diverse. Now I think about it, I think I've got a trapped nerve. I think it's a trapped nerve. The more I read about it and the more symptoms I get, I keep getting like pins and needles and stuff. And I think I've trapped a nerve in the bottom of my back. And
in America, we call that pinch nerve. So I don't want you to confuse all of us Americans over here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. A pinched nerve. Yeah. Well, that would mean, in England, that would mean I've stolen it off someone.
You know what, Jane and Red, they say the funniest things because it's their culture over there. But some of the stuff, me and Red will get on the phone. All right, what does this mean? Because he says, I don't, what is that? Bullocks and all that. I go, all right, no idea. Explain it to me.
You're not allowed to say that, Chris. Not on live TV.
I was so lucky, Susie. I was so lucky because at the wedding, one of my daughter's best friends, Lauren the legend, who literally got me moving that morning, and she was a chiropractor, sports masseuse, all that, and basically said to me when it's bizarre, but I mean, it sounds really silly, really, but I'm not a very tearful person. I think I'm quite a pragmatic person. Yes, so I'm quite pragmatic. So you don't really see me in tears very often. So I think when my daughter saw me in tears, I think she realised the severity of it. And got Lauren in, and I've also been to see her since. It was really funny, you talking about shoes. When I got ready, my other daughter helped me get ready that day, and I got my shoes, and she walked in the door and she went, I don't think so. And I spent most of the day in like flip-flops.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. You're not putting, I mean, they weren't big heels, but she was like, not happening.
Chris, just as talking of flip-flops.
Talking of heels.
No, what do you call flip-flops in the States?
Flip-flop.
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 Do you know what the name of flip-flops are in Spanish?
Probably flop flips. I don't know what.
Changlers.
Changlers. Oh,
Changlers.
Yeah.
Are we really not allowed to say bullocks? Because
No.
I watch a lot of British series and they say it all the time.
Yeah, well, I think, listen, we do say it a lot because it has so many connotations, it's an expression.
Is it like saying bull crap?
Yeah.
Bull crap?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
It's in the Bible, believe it or not. That word is in the Bible, Red.
Well, bollocks.
Yes, I swear to God.
Oh, well, actually, the trouble is, you say, if you said it's in the Bible, it could be I can't even say that either, can I?
They were saying it basically like that in the Bible, how you say it, exact same way.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie's in the waiting room.
It's because you call it bowlocks.
Yeah, which is
we don't ever
no idea what one of those is.
I don't know any Americans that say
bowlocks.
I don't think so.
I know, but you say it like we say it like bowlocks, like posh.
No.
I think it's all in the delivery, to be honest.
Hi, Julie.
Hey,
Hi,
Julie.
Susie. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Monday Funday Plus.
Yay! I'm backstage and I hear you talking about flip-flop.
Yeah. What's the name? What's the name of flip flops in Vietnamese?
They call it yep nyap. Okay.
Wow.
And yep nyap.
Oh.
Okay. Or hold on. if you translate the word by word, it's Japanese sandal.
Okay.
Right.
Nyap yop.
Yep is DEP and then NHAT, and then there's a
No way.
on top. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cool.
Almost as silly as flip flop.
Yeah, I know.
So
yeah,
it's
but the reason
Japanese.
it's called a flip flop is because of the noise it makes
Yeah,
when
the
you're
flip
walking in
flop.
it.
Apparently.
Oh,
So
wow.
when you walk, it goes
Flip flop.
flip flop,
Flip flop, flip flop. Yes.
and that's why they're called flip flops.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It is.
That was not invented in UK, so don't even try to go there with it.
Hey, listen, the whole language was invented by us, and you lot just annihilated it into something else.
I agree. Well, that's bollocks.
Yeah, exactly. And that is a proper use of terminology of using that word.
That is so funny, and I don't really know what it called. It's not Japanese sandal. That makes no sense.
No.
Right? Yeah, it
There's
makes
a
no
good-
sense.
There's a good thing. Every country that's listening right now, put in your own net. How do you say flip flops in your country? What is it? What's the name for it?
What do you call it?
Yeah, what do you call it?
That my uncle who lived overseas and in Hong Kong and traveled everywhere. When we were younger, he bought us Japanese kimonos.
Yeah.
all us girls.
Lovely.
And we had these different kind of footwear where your big toe was separated, and the rest of your toes were in the other section, and they were like white slippers.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what those are called, but he used to bring us the nicest gifts from overseas. Do you know what those are anyway? You put your big toe in.
Yeah, I know the ones that you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have the loop over your toe? Those ones?
No, it's just separate. So you've got like a little top for your big toe.
Oh,
and then the
right,
rest of it in
okay.
there.
Oh,
there
yeah.
are actually some training.
It covered your whole foot.
So flip flops, they're called flip flops in Jamaica. That's cool. Australia.
Thongs. In Australia, they're called thongs.
No way.
In England, we have a whole different meaning for a thong.
Yeah, and it's not on your feet, mate.
Picture Marty.
Have you seen who sings "You're Sexy and You Know It"? Him. He's got he's got one of them on, and it's not on his feet.
My biggest thing is to have that campfire with Marty running around that chair in his thumb.
You guys don't think it's weird you guys don't think it's weird that that's his fantasy? Come on, it's starting to scare me.
Need to get out more.
To see Marty in a mankini.
Need to get out more.
What is mankini? Oh, a mankini. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh yeah, but wait a minute. You both realize that I'm gonna get you back, right? I mean, you gotta know that. All right, so have fun.
We're gonna settle
fun.
Marty.
Clap, clap.
I put in the ticker all the flip flop.
Oh.
Flip flop names.
In South Africa, apparently they're called clap clap.
Hey, if Marty's getting a mankini, he's gonna need a Brazilian wax.
I already set it up, Susie. Me, Red, and Marty are going for a
Brazilian wax. I'm gonna need a freaking hedge clipper.
And that's not my fantasy to see that.
No,
Come on, Susie. Come on. Hey.
Yeah, don't lie, Susie.
I'll be the executive producer.
No. You want to see that as bad as I want to see your elbows. You know what I'm talking about?
I can tell you about her elbows.
In Australia, they also call them pluggers.
Yeah, pluggers in Australia is another name. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought those were Crocs.
You know, my feet will not stay in a flip flop for some
Yeah,
reason.
Mexico they call them changlers as well. That's just
you'd have to file out that groove in your hook to get in between the.
They just don't stay in. My feet turn in, and then just my toes are in there. I had to keep pushing them back on. I don't know why. I had to get the real sandals that wraps your whole foot up.
I'm thinking about when I was a kid.
Special. You're special, Chris.
I was barefoot most of the time, which is really weird. When I was a kid, I was always barefoot.
I was too a lot. Yeah.
Let's talk-
And now I can't step on rice without going.
Oh
"Ow,
yeah,
ow,"
that's
you know
me.
what I mean?
That's me.
Let's talk about socks.
So,
I don't wear socks.
Oh, I wear.
Oh,
I have to have.
I can't find socks. Okay, there's micro.
Yeah, the
I
elusive,
would wear them.
Yeah.
I can't
the
find them.
elusive sock.
I mean, what happens to socks? Do you know what I mean? You wash them. Where do they go?
No, you've got
They take
500 half a pair.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Single.
You want to hear
And you
another
know
funny
what?
thing, Red?
I think they're in the same pile as pencils and pens and everything else that we leave.
Yes, but you know what? When you buy socks, you either buy them all the same. But now, did you know that they have the crazy socks come out where socks don't look like each other?
Yeah.
You know, like they don't come in a pair. They design it different design and all that fun stuff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah,
Then
but
you-
Julie, I
then
reckon.
you ne-
Sorry, Julie, I reckon that that's not been done by design. I just think it's some single guy, right, who's lived on his own all his life and thinking, I know I'm going to start wearing odd socks, and it's caught on.
He was the guy that said, hey, bud, you know you got two different kind of socks? And he goes, no, I got the same pair at home. Red, honest to God, when I was younger, I think I finally broke it. When I walked, my big toe would always come up. So every pair of socks I had a big hole. Even my shoe
On the
wore out. I had a
toe,
big hole in my shoe when I used to run. Unbelievable.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah.
Somebody I knew had.
Oh, it's
Hello,
terrible.
hello, everybody from the chat. Hello.
you know, when I was growing up and played sports, there was always, you had to wear white socks. And the theory was, if you got a blister and there was dye in a colored sock, it could seep into your blister or an abrasion, and it'd be getting your feet cut off. So it scared the bejeebus out of me in the 1970s. Like, oh, they gotta remember those big high ones with the stripes around.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
My friends used to put on like 7 pair, and they'd be all the way up his leg, different colors.
But
You know
then
what-
the other weird thing was that the people who would wear sweatpants and then shorts over.
Yeah.
What the heck?
It was a
that?
style back in the 80s or the 80s.
I know, I did it.
Hey, do you remember at school when you used to go swimming and you had to paddle through the acid bath before you got in the swimming pool?
Yeah.
Never heard of that one. Only in the UK.
Chris, it wasn't an acid bath, by the way. It was like this yellow stuff that you had to paddle through from the changing room before you got into the swimming
well,
pool.
we didn't. Girls didn't do that. The boys did that.
Hey guys, over 600 people watching this.
No way.
Watching us talk Bolocks.
And you know what the long socks actually turned into? Another fad. Remember Flash Dance, and the girls would wear like those little sleeves from their knees to their ankles to keep their ankles.
Leg warmers.
Like the leg warmers. Is that during the new waves time?
Yeah, early 80s. Normally with a pair of roller skates on the bottom of your feet.
They are coming back now.
Yeah, they
middle
are.
seven.
They go in cycles, though, Julie,
70s.
don't they? This is I've always seen, like flares and bell bottoms and polo shirts and all. They all go in cycles. So I decided that a long time ago, I'm just going to keep all my clothes because I know it's going to be back in fashion in 20 years' time.
Absolutely.
All you got to do,
Come on.
I'm going to give you all fashion.
Marty tried to say something.
Wait. All you got to do to keep up with fashion is watch the Kardashians.
Do you know, I am going to hold my hands up and say I've never watched an episode of that.
I think
They're not on my list. Sorry.
No, mate, not me.
I don't get the infatuation with things like that.
I don't have time to watch anything with on passive. That's for sure.
I know one thing. If you're popular for having a big ass, I should be a superstar. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
but unfortunately, you don't show yours enough.
No, not like Chris. Yeah. Chris can
Not unless there's new clips coming up.
there's a story behind about it, and it's not on my list. Sorry, not sorry.
Soz, not soz.
Yeah,
I've never watched anything.
No,
like that.
it's not our type of. We like documentaries. We like.
I do too.
Yeah, we're doing Jack Reacher on a series. We're binging Jack Reacher at the moment.
You want to see?
Is that any good? I never watched.
Yeah,
I see
real
it, but
good.
I never watched.
No.
I'm
You
a
want to see
James
a real
Bond
good movie?
fan.
Yeah, I love James Bond as well.
I am the James Bond fan.
Hey, can we go back to socks?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
You got my mind going. Now, people will remember these too. Remember the women wore them, not men. Well, maybe some men. They were peds with the ball at the end,
Oh yeah.
like a puff ball of red,
Oh yeah.
yellow, green, or blue. So it was like a white ped over your foot, enough to cover your foot.
And it
And
just
then the
hanged over the
ball-
side, didn't it? Of your shoe.
The ball at the end.
Yeah, it
a
hanged
little
over your
cotton-
shoe.
a little-
way back.
A little cottontail at the back end.
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah,
cotton
Chris,
ball.
Chris wore 'em. Chris wore 'em. Remember?
I gotta look up, Susie. I gotta look up the pictures. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh
No,
yeah.
and they just fit your foot.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
a
it's like,
trainer sock.
yeah, like
But
a
they
trainer
had a
sock or a
cotton
secret
Trainer
sock.
They were called
Yeah,
a footy.
secret
A
sock.
footy.
Yeah.
Oh, the
footy.
The
footy.
cotton ball was at the end here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
know.
okay,
Yeah,
I got it. I got it.
And then
that. Okay.
then you would lose. We would make fun because actually the ball at the end that was fluffy would kind of keep the sock up because it
It
was
was
outside.
Down.
no, it
Yes,
was on.
but they'd
It was
fall
on top of the.
off
All the time.
Yeah.
And would make fun of each other. Oh, you're missing
Have you
the
noticed
ball.
Chris is talking from experience here?
Footy. I
See,
have
yeah, I know.
footies. The problem with me is I finally got into footies, and I would go I used to walk 5 miles every night. By the time I got home, that sock had fallen. I had a big old blister on the back of my heel.
Footies.
So I
Were they white
Chris,
socks?
what footies?
We call them secret socks.
Secret socks.
Yeah.
secret sock.
You know what? You know what, Susie?
Yeah.
We grew up in a really crazy time from the 70s to the 80s. Oh my God!
I
From
know.
bell bottoms to, such a big change.
Yeah, there
in those
was.
10 years.
Well,
Not
yeah,
only
yeah.
in fashion, but also in technology. I mean, that was
8-track
yeah.
tapes. 8-track
Eight
tapes.
track.
Yeah.
Yep.
my dad had one in his Jaguar, an 8-track. Everybody absolutely was in awe. Not only because he had a big ass Jag, but he had an 8-track in it as well. It was about
And if,
this
I-
big.
and if
But our parents were a lot tougher. Someone just made a really funny thing about it was like back in the 60s, and there was a husband and wife, and the little kid, like 5 years old, was playing by the light socket. And the mom goes, "Hey, and the husband says, "Wait, just wait." All of a sudden, you hear, and the lights flash, and the husband goes, "I bet you won't do that again."
Okay. So can we please go back to James Bond? Because I'm a James Bond fan. Is there a new James Bond coming out, or has it out? Has it
No,
been out?
because they haven't decided who the new James Bond's going to be.
Yeah.
But the rumor is it's going to be a woman.
What?
Really? Well, I guess they weren't calling me for that role.
Seriously, they seriously think that it's going to be a woman who's going to have to be the new James Bond.
Why do
Because
they
if you-
need to change
I know, but,
that?
but
That's
if you
ridiculous.
look back to the last 2 James Bonds that have been,
Ooh.
No. Okay.
Echo, the women, there's been 2 very prominent sidekicks, and especially in the last one, she was called 007, if you remember, and James came back and re-got his 007 from her, if you remember.
Yes, I remember. What's her name? Was it M? No.
I can't remember what her name was.
Do you like Daniel Craig as James Bond then?
No, I like Bossman, like Pierce.
Oh, yeah. Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan, yeah, he was really good. He was a typical English genty type of James Bond.
Yes. And my favorite James Bond is Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Everybody's.
Everybody's.
Shaken,
Yes.
not stirred.
Yeah, he was the epitome of what James Bond was all about.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's
I'm not crazy for Daniel Craig at all. Not at all.
yeah.
He's got that sort of beaten up
Yeah.
Good look. Hasn't
Yeah, I think they tried to move it away from the English country gent style, more into a bit more of a mainstream guy type of thing, you know.
He needs to look. They need to.
That's good, Marty.
You know. Oh, I love that. Pierce Brosnan back, because Daniel Craig is just too. He's too skinny. He's too bony for being that role. I don't know. I
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know,
I quite like him.
Yeah,
what about
like
Roger Moore?
Yeah,
Roger Moore.
Oh, Roger Moore, iconic, and especially that DB6 that he was kicking about in, the silver one, which actually Daniel Craig ended up driving in the last one as well. I mean, that's an iconic one, and you know, Goldfinger, he was in part of that as well. What a brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, those are proper James Bond films, aren't they? You know, which were iconic, and the ones now a bit more. They tend to be like an action movie rather than being an iconic James Bond, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you remember, like, was it the last one or the time before when it was Daniel Craig anyway, and he was in somewhere like Croatia or something. There was this really beautiful castle on a hill, and there was a lot of the stunts were done around this castle building. And talk about be careful what you wish for, because we know someone who's got quite a lot of money.
It was Italy.
Quite a lot of money actually. So you have to be careful with your moolah, right? Because his wish was to go to the James Bond castle and stay there overnight, which cost thousands. And apparently when they got there was like no running water, no nothing. It was just like honestly, it was just like
nice view,
and it was an iconic building.
Oh, there you go. Tanya says it was Montenegro.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, and it was a beautiful building. But when he got there, they paid to stay there, and when he got there, it was not what they were expecting. See, money doesn't buy everything.
No, memories.
I just looked it up. There were 7 people that played James Bond, and I had no idea.
Wow.
Who can guess who they were?
Roger Moore, Sean Connery, right? Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
And that's where my list
ends. There
Sean
was
Connery. Yeah.
No, who was the guy right at the beginning? The very first one.
Yeah,
he's died now, obviously.
Hey, that's going to be the family trivia question.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
When I'm up next.
Timothy Dalton.
Timmy Dalton.
Oh, and he was very unpopular.
Yeah, he only did one, didn't he? Or two?
He did one.
One, I think. Didn't he, Timothy Dalton?
Now, another one I had no idea is David Niven.
Oh, yeah, he went on to do horror stuff, didn't he, David Niven?
Yeah. But I mean, he only did one.
Yeah, and he went on to do like Dracula type of stuff, didn't he?
Oh, and here's another guy, George Lazenby.
Oh, George Lazenby.
He's one of the first, I think.
He was one of the first.
Yeah, the first one was Sean, then David Niven, and then Roger Moore. Roger Moore went a long time, 73 to 85. Timothy Dalton did 2 or a couple of years. Pierce Brosnan did
a few.
Well, he went pretty long too,
Because
and then
Daniel
Craig did about 4 or 5 or whatever.
But like I said,
David Niven, though.
They are talking about a woman next.
Too thin.
Yeah. They don't even look like James Bond.
The trouble is now is there's other films that have come along that are very James Bondy, isn't it?
Well, they copied off it, yeah.
You know, I mean, The Gentleman, which is by one of my all-time favorite directors, is a great film if you like James Bond to watch. What's his name?
I don't know. It's your favourite.
I know. What's his name?
You were talking about
Richard.
No, you're not. You're talking about Who's Married to Madonna.
No.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Guy
you did Layer Cake.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No,
Guy
director.
Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, thank you. He was married to Madonna.
Was
Hello.
he?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. There you
he
go.
was. He
They've
was.
they've got a son
Yeah.
called Rocco Ritchie or something.
Yeah, well, The
I
Gentleman's a good
was
film.
married to Madonna.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie, and also The Golden Circle. That's very James Bondy, isn't it?
So is Bourne. Bourne, same way, James.
Oh yeah, Jason Bourne's the trilogy.
Yeah, Matt
Yeah,
Damon.
Bourne Identity. Yeah, Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gene. I was getting there.
Susie said it
Sean Connery.
3 times.
Sean Connery was my favorite.
Yeah, because he was definitely shaken, not stirred. Geezer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. I love Sean Connery.
Yeah, the Kingsman is a bit like James Bond. You're right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Kingsman.
love that. I think the Kingsman is fun.
Yeah, they've done 3 now, and that's very James Bondy, isn't it?
Oh, I love that show. That's really good, actually. I caught that by accident. I'm like, what is this? Pretty cool stuff. The first
Yeah,
one,
very James Bondy.
They're all
It's
good.
Savile Row and,
the first one was awesome.
tailored suits. First one was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good.
And it had, what's his name in it, didn't he? Where's the glasses? The black guy. What's his name?
Big stars were in that.
Yeah.
I can't remember now. I know you're on about.
You had Elton John was in that.
No, he was in the last one, the Golden Circle. Yeah, he was.
And I don't know who his partner was, the older guy, the original guy. What was his name? He's a big actor.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. The one of them's died. The bald-headed guy who was the sidekick. He's just died, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The Kingsman.
Yeah, that's very good thing that. So we're going to go off to Corfu Town tonight, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna head out now.
What, you're throwing us off your show? What?
No, it's not your show. It's not our show.
We've been on an hour and people are still coming in.
No way. What are we up to now, Marty?
It went up to 625.
Wow.
Nice.
Why are they all coming just to say, listen to us rabble on?
So they found out Susie was coming, and
Yes.
Stop it.
Actually, somebody said in the chat, Susie, that when you came on, the star that goes on top of the Christmas tree has now arrived.
Oh, you guys are too much. You're putting too much pressure on me. Come on.
Have you ever been described like that?
No, but my friend, one of my best friends, she always says, Susie McCrae, star of the day. Because there was a show in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's a good one, Marty. Like that one.
Called Star of the Day. And they had a song, and they had it was like America's Got Talent, but they'd find young kids who are the star of the day, and they'd have
stick, Susie. You know that's gonna stick now with you.
Yeah, Susie McCrae star.
And
stay tuned for the Susie show coming your way very soon. A lot of surprises.
Star of the day. I have a question, everyone who's watching this. Do you like the background that moving like that? Could you put in the chat and say yes or no? Do you like the moving background? Do you like the still background? And there's a lot of beautiful ones here.
I like the moving.
I prefer the still.
I do. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
I like the moving. It's pretty cool.
I love the color.
I like the moving one.
Let's see what everybody is saying.
They're saying Jane wants a coffee.
This
a bigger cushion.
Everyone's saying yes, whatever that means.
This one would make me forget what I was talking about.
This one.
You know what I mean?
This one.
I'm getting seasick right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a bad eye.
They're like body cells, aren't
I have a bad eye. I can't be watching. I do have a bad eye.
Yeah.
But
tell everyone why. You never did explain what happened with your eyes. So you just said you couldn't.
Okay, do you want to hear?
Yeah.
How long is it going to take, Susie? We'll go shortly.
Okay, I can wrap it up in 1 minute.
Joking.
Wrap it up in 1 minute. So, starting around June, I was having distorted vision in my right eye. Went to get it checked. They weren't 100% sure if it's macular degeneration or not. There's no family history. It was like a sudden onslaught. So they did all different tests, and I had an injection in July. I had an injection in August, and I went for a second opinion to Boston last week to one of the best specialists at Massachusetts Eye and Ear. And he did a thorough exam and did another injection, but it was more sensitive this last time. So there's fluid underneath my retina, and he's not 100% sure it's macular degeneration. I have a kind of an odd case, he says. So I was kind of sensitive to everything, and that's why the other night I kind of blocked my screen for a while. But the good news is I go back in October. He's doing a dye test to see if there's been success. He is hopeful that the distortion will improve, and I'm with a good person. Could be a lot worse. I know other people have other things going on in their lives. This is like minor, but I wanted to take care of it with a second opinion just because it's my eyes. So that's
now, since it's Funday, Susie, it's Funday. How about telling us that big ball story that you've been saying for 3 days?
No, I can't. I can't tell that story. That's going to be private. You could videotape it when I tell it privately.
I'm going to do that because I'm dying to know.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to say the big bull story has been bandied around for at least 3 years that I know about now, and no one's heard the big bull story.
Michael, all the time.
I hope I don't disappoint.
Yeah, the expectation and the bar has been raised very high for this story.
Yeah,
it better be good, Susie, or
it better be the best big bull story that we've ever heard, I can tell you.
It will be, because I have a whole bunch of great stories to tell from my days in the supermarket business. You guys will get a kick out of it.
I was thinking that the eye was caused by the big balls that are hitting you in the eye. I don't know.
Hey, I'll tell you what. There's some pretty big stories in this journey of unbound.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Martin.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh my God.
But the one thing I want to say is that I woke up today with someone commenting on my Facebook with their transaction ID. The whole entire thing is commenting on my like credit card number. So I wanted to pick this up. Yeah. And as soon as I saw that, I actually didn't really read the rest of it. I deleted. So everyone, those are your private information. Please don't share it.
I just bought an $80,000 yacht on your card. Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So those are your private information. Shouldn't be sent to Messenger, shouldn't be sent to anywhere. If you need one of us to help you, get us, and then be on there with us, and then we do what we need to do on our end, and then immediately go change that information. Please, 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 and do not post it on Messenger, Facebook, or comment, because that's terrible things to do. It's like literally the entire things that needs. So, and then I said, private message me. Well, I said PM me, and they said, what's PM me means? I said, private message me. And then I woke up with a long message. So I just want to take this opportunity to remind everyone,
absolutely,
your private information, just keep it to yourself. And if you need help, reach out to any one of us. You know, there's so many people out there.
Back to socks, Susie. Yes. Remember the pajamas that you had to put on? It was all footied up. You couldn't.
Yeah. But you had the back end you could open. You could open the back end.
Yeah, they're called onesies now.
Rosies.
Onesies.
Oh, onesies. Yeah, maybe that's what they were.
Yeah. I think they called dead something or others back in the day.
And they had that plastic.
Yeah, and it would rip.
The ones where you put your feet in and they had like the plastic stuff on the bottom where you could run around.
I would slide across the floor and they would rip all the time. So I had a bunch of. I just eventually cut them off and just had pajamas. No more footies.
Those big fluffy slippers we used to wear would like go across the shag rug.
Oh, I love those.
Stalk each other. Shut the lights off and watch it.
Sparks.
For hours. The McRaes entertained themselves for hours back then.
Yeah, I got to see those home videos. I think that would be funny to watch your
Oh
home
my
videos.
God.
That is
Oh
so
my God.
fun. Anyway, thank you so much, Red and Jane, for having us. We're having so
Yeah.
much fun. And then Marty and Chris for doing this.
Yeah, I know. I can't thank you guys enough for letting us hijack your Monday thing. So
8 cases
thank
of
you so
beer
much.
across your Red. 8 cases.
Yeah, I
of beer.
know. Listen, it is definitely payback time.
I owed it.
Yeah.
Well, Susie, while you're here, let me just tell you a little story. You know, you just said talking about entertaining yourself. I don't think I've ever told you this.
Oh, come on then.
So, you know, when you said you had to, when we were children, we had to entertain ourselves. Well, we were the same. And me and my brother, we're quite close. And we used to do this thing. I hope no one's watching this.
I don't know where we're going with this, to be fair.
So we used to live in, like, if you ever know, like in the UK, there's a lot of there was a lot of terraced houses back in the day, in the 60s and 70s. I mean, they're still there. And we used to live literally on top of each other. So our garden was next to someone else's garden, and so on and so forth. There was no privacy. So when we used to have to come in at night time, our parents used to go out because it was safe back then. So they just used to leave us to our own devices, but we weren't allowed to leave the house. So me and my brother, we had a really stuck-up neighbor. I mean, I don't know why she was stuck up, because we all lived in the same street, really. And she used to hang a washing out every night so that in the morning it would be out fresh. And me and my brother, every time she had a washing out, we would go into Mum's cupboard and make a mixture of flour.
Rotten kid you were.
I know, right? I mean, I look so angelic, don't I? No,
Were you
well,
peachy?
Oh my
we used
God.
to put it on a spoon and go upstairs and do that to see who could get the best shot and hit her laundry. And me and my brother did this, and she would come knocking on our door and like scream up and down the street going, somebody did this. And my mum used to really defend her. No, absolutely not. It's not mine. It's not my kids. You know.
I knew I saw some horns when you pulled your hair back.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know.
I thought it was bad when we did crank calls. That was worse.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
but
you know,
Jay,
the point is, we had to sort of entertain ourselves, didn't we? We didn't have the gadgets.
Knock and run. We used to do that
we
one.
didn't have the gadgets we have today.
Exactly.
We used to play another game called Kirby. Did you ever used to play that one in the States? With a ball, used to each side of the road, you know, the ends of the
curb.
Yeah, throwing it. If you can get it to come back to you by hitting the curb on the other side, Kirby.
Well, Kirby was our vacuums, Red. Kirby was our vacuums.
kick the can, Red Rover. Those kind of games.
I mean, we didn't even have a TV forever.
Do you play that one with elastic bands around your legs and crossing over and jumping over and all that one?
That was a three-legged race.
No, not running. Two people.
Chinese jump rope.
Yeah, Chinese. That's the one.
Yeah.
We did that. Cats in the
And then you used to bring it up your legs to make it a bit higher and then a bit higher, and to see if you could still do it.
Nah, that's only UK.
Yeah.
Jane, can you say privacy for me again, please?
Privacy.
She said privacy.
Privacy.
I thought that's what you said. It's privacy. Say privacy.
Privacy.
There you go. You're an American. You're an American.
No, it's privacy. It's privacy. Yeah, because it's privacy.
We should just do a show about old toys we used to play with. We could do that. I was just thinking a water wiggle. Did anyone have a water wiggle?
Great. Oh, what?
Oh my God. You attached it to the hose and it had like a dome head on it, and you turn the water and it would go all over the place.
Oh, like a
sprinkler.
Well, not really a water wiggle.
Yeah,
a water wiggle.
Kids to run underneath it, but you never know where it would go.
We couldn't afford hose pipes.
You were obviously clearly more better off than we were.
Considerably
Susie.
richer than you.
I don't think so.
Did you have a ding-a-ling? Did you have a ding-a-ling, Red?
Yeah, only when Rolf Harris was singing about it.
Yeah, when you put it on one leg and it's a rope and a ball and you swing it around, you had to keep.
Yeah.
It's a footsie.
Yeah.
Footsie.
Footsie.
We talked about those before.
And
Footsies.
Kanakas, did anyone play with those?
Oh yeah, knockers.
The clackers.
Knockers.
Yeah.
I think they became illegal.
They did because everyone was breaking their wrists.
Yeah, in England.
Well, the glass was
Well,
shattering.
they started exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like blowing up.
Yeah, because if you
'Cause I
got
could
good
get
at it,
going really good like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, if you got
and
good
then
at
would
it,
hit
yeah,
you- then it would hit
blew up.
you.
Yeah, they
in
got
the
banned
hand
from
and
our
like-
school as well. They did.
well, because kids start acting like they were nunchucks.
Wait a minute. I gotta know something, Red. Did you guys have a pet rock?
No.
Oh, they had it in the U.S.
We had it
We had
here.
four
in
of
the
them.
early 70s, a guy
Yep.
created this idea of having a pet rock, and people actually bought rocks, and they came in a bag, right, Marty? Or they had a little
A little
bag,
house.
No way.
Hardcore house.
a little house, and it was a pet rock.
What a genius.
And every rock had a story. And then it was always a rock and be your defense where you could throw it at someone. But my parents bought 3 of those because it was a conversational piece, they used to say. But he sold 1 million of these suckers.
Get away.
Any rock
Early 80s was Furbies, wasn't it? Remember them?
Furbies?
Yeah, they're coming back again, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furbies.
I don't think the pet rock's ever coming back. But
No, we used to have to make our own entertainment. So we used to make darts out of a piece of wood and card at the end, and used to throw it with a rope to see how, like a slingshot, but with a dart. Man, they were dangerous.
we had darts. We had regular darts, circles, and you would throw it.
Or jarts.
Jarts,
the big
that was it.
one.
That was a fun game. Till people start getting drinking and getting stabbed in the head and the
You know, Red, we had Furbies were huge.
Yeah, they were
Absolutely
massive in
huge.
the
But
UK.
we also had Cabbage Patch.
Yeah, Cabbage Patch
Remember
dolls. Man,
Yeah.
they were so expensive in the UK.
They were big.
that? Oh, yeah, here too.
And Tiny
But
Tears
somebody-
dolls. Remember
Yes,
those ones
yes,
that used
and
to
I'm
really
just-
cry?
I'm going to interrupt you here because Steve Brocklehurst is correct. It was Chuck Berry that did my dingling.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't going to say anything, Steve,
Oh, okay.
because I feel like I correct you a lot.
Gina Leva
Yeah.
says the pet rock is back. Gina's saying pet rocks are back. You got to be kidding me.
Well, they just gone and raided a bloody quarry or something and thought, oh, this is a good idea.
Just make your own, right?
People buy anything. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, if enough people buy something, everybody wants it, right?
Yeah.
I used to like that soap on a rope.
Oh,
Ah, soap on a rope.
No, but then when the soap got down smaller, there was like a little toy inside.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never knew that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Soap on
You
a
get
rope.
like a wish.
It
remember
was
the
it
little
was
wish-
the Christmas present for every kid.
Mm.
the little wish nicks with the hair.
Really?
You remember
Yeah.
wish nicks with the hair?
I
No.
don't remember that.
Weird.
Oh, come on. The little naked guy with the crazy hair. What
Oh,
are
that's
those
like a
called?
troll.
Trolls.
Yeah,
Troll.
but they called
Trolls.
them wish nicks. Wish nicks.
Never heard of
This
wish.
is like,
Yeah,
this is like
We
had-
nostalgia
we-
Monday, isn't it?
Yeah,
we
there-
had trolls.
yeah, but you
Yeah,
had the
trolls.
garbage pail kid stickers. Remember?
Yeah, Gina Leva, help me. I can see. I can't see good on the comments. Gina Leva, did you remember wish nicks? Because her and I had similar.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
She
She's
said they
got this
repackaged.
amazing.
Wish Nick dolls.
No.
Here they are.
It's a new one for me, that.
Right.
Yeah, I
Hang
see them. They're right here.
Oh wait,
Yeah, that's a troll.
That's we call them.
but they're
no.
called wish nicks. This is a wish nick.
I've never heard of wish Nick.
No, we wouldn't call them
Okay,
that.
so maybe that's a New England term.
Yeah, someone do it.
I
James
think
just.
they're also called
Yeah, troll dolls.
a troll doll. Yeah.
But anyway, there'd be a little one inside my soap on a rope.
Oh, fantastic.
And so you would but it was made kids clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's, yeah.
Well, our
Yeah,
granddaughter
yeah.
do,
That's
LOL dolls now. LOL dolls. Our granddaughter, they big over there, massive in the UK. LOL dolls, they're called. And I think that's off like what she watches on TV.
American stuff.
On America, she watches a lot of American stuff, and some of her words that come out actually sound. My sister said, "Is like, what is she saying?" I said, "That's her American accent, that." 'Cause she,
LOL doll.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's them.
Yeah, she has about 20 of them.
Oh my God.
I know. Collect them.
I tell you what, back in the 70s, we all had to think about this stuff. We couldn't just Google it.
I know, I did. I Googled it. I don't know what they are. So yeah.
I don't think when we ran a pub, I don't think we would have survived when the mobile phones were there, because we used to have things like word of the day.
Yeah.
And we used to put up on a chalkboard, so people had to come back the next day to find out what it meant. And obviously a lot of banter happened in public houses in the UK, and obviously there a lot of arguments ensued round the bar because one person said something and then the other one goes, no, it's not. So you used to have to wait till you get home to get the Encyclopedia Britannica out, which was they used to do it back in them days.
Alphabetically.
Yeah, to come back. I mean, that's when you were rich, wasn't it? When you had the full
I had
set.
the green. I had the green version.
Set.
I had all the green version. I never opened them once.
It looked good on a shelf, though, didn't it? Made you feel like you knew what you were talking about.
I never opened them. It looks good on there, Mom. Thanks. I don't think I ever opened once of them.
Used to come back to the pub the next day and say, I told you, I knew it.
Knew what the word of the day was.
That
a little bit like Wordle now that we
like
do on
Wordle.
our phone.
Yeah.
Now if you want the whole diagnostics of a dishwasher, you just gotta Google it and there it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unbelievable. Well,
right, we're going to go now, aren't we? Because it's getting late now. It's 8:15 p.m.
This has got to be a record.
Yeah, hour and 12 minutes.
Amazing.
Tell me
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
How many people are on here, Marty, still?
I can't see that.
555.
No way.
Thank you, everyone.
You don't need to get a life.
Look, this is why Jean is so clever. Look, she read the encyclopedias. Of course you did,
Of course you did, Jean.
That's why you are super smart.
Jean, don't admit that. Well, you're making me look even worse. Don't admit that.
Yeah, and they had them red and green, leather bound, all sorts, didn't they?
Yeah.
And did you have a guy going around selling them?
Oh yeah.
Every day,
we have the same in there.
Front door. Every day, someone come to the front door selling something.
Did you have the pop? Did you have the pop man as well?
Yeah, we had everything. But the famous one was a guy. Every year he'd come in the summer with his bicycle cart, and he would sharpen your scissors or knives or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy I haven't seen him in years, but he drove around, and then he had a pedal to get his wheel going.
That's it. Yeah, man.
Pretty cool, man. And he charged you a couple bucks.
You know what we call that in the UK? We call that a rag and bone man.
Yeah, rag and bone.
Rag and bone man. We call them.
You know what we had? I don't know if it was nationwide, but we had Charlie Chips, and he would ride around, and you could get in a big can, potato chips or pretzels or any kind of snack all over here in New York.
No way.
Yeah.
Charlie Chip.
Charlie Chips.
Charlie Chips.
No more. Wow. It's completely gone now. But.
They do sell now people bicycles. They sell bicycles with an ice cream.
Yeah. They have them in the UK.
Really?
People make small businesses out of them, to be honest.
Yeah, the councils love them over here now because they're really eco-friendly, and you can tip up in a park and vend.
Listen,
so you get a vendor's license.
The greatest thing they ever did is they put a hot dog stand in the front of Home Depot when you walk in. and they're the baseball hot dogs, the real good ones. And they make $200,000 a year selling hot dogs, right? You come in, that smells good. And when you leave, you're buying those hot dogs.
It's one of I've told you about that, haven't I, Chris? It's one of my
you hate them
things to do is to go to a baseball game and also a football game as well.
Yeah. Well, football's on, but baseball, I don't think I think baseball's over now, isn't it? Is it, Susie?
No,
we got
the baseball.
Baseball goes all the way to October, November, I think. Because I know it's October.
Yeah, Mr. October. Yeah.
I love watching.
We'll go now. I'm going. I'm hungry.
Yeah. All right.
Good day, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for adopting us today.
See you at Michael.
Bye. Oh yeah.